Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Factorio. I am your host Alex. You're watching FCOD Gaming. Of course we are playing with 5Dim's mods installed. And yeah, we are officially out of oil in our storage. Now we are still producing a little bit of it. We've got a 0.7 a second, 0.9 a second. And I mean these aren't completely dry. They're still worth operating, I believe. But they're only really keeping one refinery busy at a time. Also, our reserves of light and heavy oil are kind of going down as we crack more and more stuff into petroleum gas. So, what we need to do is get more of these up and running. And luckily, up to the north here, we have a pretty good little oil field going on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to directly pipe that all the way down here, and hopefully that's going to be enough. I already crafted the pump jack and the and another tank off screen. I was going to craft a frickin' water pump, but I forgot to. So we're going to do that. Alright, so we have a water pump here. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put down the underground tank. I probably need more pipe. I'll do that before I head up there. But we're going to have this underground tank here. And what we're going to do is put this pump here, power it up, which apparently I don't have any power poles left. Okay. Power it up, let that run, and that's going to suck all of the excess oil into this tank here. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this from the refineries, just for right now. So what should happen, or what should start to happen, well, maybe it's not going to happen as much as I thought it was going to. I was kind of hoping that that would suck all of the oil out of here, which it doesn't seem like it's going to do that. Well, if I disconnect these things, is that going to be enough to do it? Slowly. Let's disconnect that and just kind of bypass that for right now. Because basically, I want to make sure that I'm not wasting any oil. So this stuff's going in there. It is working, albeit slowly. Alright, so I don't have any more patience for that. So let's pick these up. I'm only missing out on like 4 oils, so that's perfectly fine in my book. Alright, so we're going to put these pipes back together. I'm just going to keep that pipe there because I'm going to have a long pipeline coming down, which is probably going to need a little bit of assistance, I'm guessing. So meanwhile, what I can do is kind of hook this stuff back up. I'm just going to hook it right in there. Like so. That should get these things back online. Well, I got one of them back online anyway, or 2 of them. And I'm going to run over here, grab some more pipes. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to run all the way up there, but it at least will give us a good start. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of hook onto this one eventually. Going to probably have to do some tricky underground stuff just so that I'm not running into problems logistically, I guess. Am I out of underground pipes? That's no good. Have to go grab some of those too. Good thing I figured that out beforehand. Let's go ahead and just grab all of those. We'll grab whatever pipes got produced as well. Because like I said, I think I'm going to need all that I can get. So, as we work our way up here, I am going to run my pipe up this way. We're going to head all the way up here. Let's go under the stone deposit. I don't know if that's going to be an issue, but we'll just keep it from becoming one. And we'll do something like that. And we'll get all of these situated here. And eventually hooked up. Alright. And it is very nice not to have to worry about leaving spots open to actually be able to walk in. It's such a small change, but it's amazing the difference that makes. Alright, so we'll get all these hooked up and then connected up to the main power. And there we go, we've got oil running, which is great. So now, all that's left to do is hook that up to the main oil here. So, do something like that. Now, is this going to keep this under the right pressure, or do I need to like add in another pump or something like that? I don't know. Might be worth putting another pump in just to kind of help everything along. I don't know. I think we might be okay as is. So this isn't the richest deposit, but it should help us catch back up. A nice little pipeline going on. Now, are we catching back up? Kind of definitely looks like it. Alright, good stuff. So both of these tanks are down to 2,000, and I can kind of show off what's going on here. So right now I'm assuming that that tank is just under 2,000, and it's turned off that pump. So this pipe is actually full, and we are not able to produce anymore, even though there is a demand for more light oil. So as we refine more and get more oil in here, after it gets over 2,000, like right there, it's going to actually open up that pump and allow this cracking to take place. And it's just going to pretty much keep doing that until, well, forever, really. And the same thing's happening down here with these cracking units. It's just, I just have more of them just to make sure that I can keep up. So that's going on. Our sulfuric acid looks like it's completely full, which is awesome. At some point, yeah, see, our petroleum gas is actually starting to build up a reserve, which is great. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more research done. Airplane? Really? I kind of want to research that just to see what it is. Huh. Alright. But I think I'm going to keep going with the rail stuff for right now. Hopefully that's not a bad decision. But, yeah. So we are keeping up quite nicely. I guess I could think about kind of preemptively expanding our security area over here. Just because I don't like the fact that most of our base is still exposed. So why don't I run up here and grab some walls. Hate that it's so far up here, but not really too much I can do about it. Alright. So we'll go ahead and do that. Do I have the material for a steel furnace? I don't, but I can get some. That will dramatically increase our wall production. So let's do that while I'm thinking about it. Alright. So that should help out quite a bit. And then, let's see here, I probably, first off, since our first base is over here, I probably want to kind of wall off this area a little bit. I might just bring it over and then straight up, and that will that'll just funnel all of the biters kind of into this corner where they will get trapped and die, which is great. Getting trapped and dying is kind of what I want to happen. Alright. So that should be far enough for that side. Let's go ahead and run down here. I might craft a couple gates if I have them available. I don't. I haven't researched gates, which I probably should have researched. But yeah, we'll just run over here. I don't think I'm going to do any more expanding off of this green factory, so I'm just going to kind of wall that off. Clear out some of these trees, even though I don't want to clear out too many of them, just because they do help cut down on pollution. Let's go ahead and craft 3 more small laser turrets. We'll just kind of have this corner defended, just because, why not? Let's come down a little bit further. Didn't want to do that. Come down a little bit further like that, and then something like that, maybe. Man, these take forever to craft. I'll actually just put the other one right up here. Save some power. Or not power, but save some power poles, I should say. Well, maybe not. We'll go off of that one. Should be okay. At some point, I should probably upgrade these as well. So why don't I do that? We'll go ahead. Just make sure that these keep up. I mean, I've got the material for it, so I might as well. Plus that way in the future when I need to do need to get modules installed, I'll be able to. Okay, yeah, it did work. Thought at first it didn't. Okay, and we'll just make, well, we'll craft 5 more just to have them on hand. There. Alright. So we are doing pretty well. Just kind of waiting for some stuff to get researched right now. Now I'm just curious. Yeah, see, this water isn't really keeping up. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I have to do to keep that going. Like, if I built another stack of these and maxed it out, would that make the ones on the end die? Or not die, but would it make them slow down? I'm not sure. Maybe I could rig these up so that they're in series? Or not series, in parallel? Why don't I just for the sake of argument, why don't I do a quick little experiment here? Shouldn't take very much time at all. Separate these by 1. Run that all the way down there. We'll kind of hook up our power poles like we always do. I'm going to run, I need copper pipe. Run this up this way. And at the same time, I'm going to disconnect this stack. We're going to kind of see what happens here. Alright, we're not anywhere close to maxing out. I mean, we kind of are, I guess. There we go. Alright. So, it does max these out. Interesting. Interesting. Probably a bad time for our power to be compromised. So what happens if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's tear these up. Actually, I need to tear up the inserters first. And we're going to drop down our copper pipe here. And we will do something like this. And then 7. I'll put these back on there. Hopefully I have enough reach on my power poles. I do. So there's that, and then I'm going to need some more copper pipes. And let's run this in parallel here and see if that's enough to keep up. It is. Interesting. Interesting. It's not keeping them as hot as it should be. See, the temperature is only 91 when it gets down here. So do I need a couple more boilers to keep up? How are we doing production-wise? We're only at like a third of what we need. Alright, and our water is at 15, 11, and 13. So I think doing it this way I could actually run another stack of boilers. Maybe. Be kind of interesting to find out. I need to do something. Well, I need to pick a research. That's why nothing's running at full speed. Let's do. What do I want to do? Your inserters 2. What do they do? Well, let's do gates first off. So I kind of need gates. Alright. So that kind of bumped us up to 50%-ish. We'll kind of leave it for now. Once we get something researching that does blue science, I'm going to check it out again. Because that will have it producing a lot more electricity and kind of be a good stress test for the system. So, should be interesting. Alright, so we need more pipe. Let's go ahead and put in some more pipe. I am very low on pipe, actually. So let's just throw a whole stack in there. Or 2. Oh, that's all I can put in there. Okay. And let's pick those up, because I'm probably going to need them for the, well, I don't need them quite yet. So we'll turn those into electric engines. We are actually currently maxed out. So another thing that I wanted to get set up was my explosives and sulfur and stuff like that. So let's see here. Intermediate products, explosives. What do I need? Sulfur, coal, and water. Easy enough. Where's my plastic factory? It's right here. Oh. Thought my game was going to crash there for a second. Very glad it didn't. Okay. And that's in a chemical plant? Yes. So, I need another chemical plant. Make one of those really quick. I think I'm going to have it just like right off of here. Maybe. Okay. And yeah, right there will work. And we'll have you making explosives. So you need sulfur, which is doable. Let's go ahead. I actually have a fast long inserter, right? So we'll do... Oh, I need an extra long inserter. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So there's that. I'm going to make a long underground belt. And what's going to happen is I'm going to bring the coal down like so. And then I'll actually use a fast inserter here. We'll do something like that. Beautiful. And then I can't get water there from here. Can I rotate this? I can. And then let's, where are my pipes? Pipes. Let's just run the water up like that. And power. Then I'll need a box here. And we'll be able to just have a whole box full of explosives. We'll limit that to 2 stacks for right now, because right now I'm going to be manually doing it. Once we get a logistics network up and running, I think it'll be more feasible to kind of get everything automated, but until then, right now I'm just going to worry about that. So we've got that. Probably want... What else do we want? I'm just kind of polishing stuff right now. Alright, how are we doing on electricity? Only at about 1/3. And these guys are at about 2/3. Which is interesting. I might need more boilers. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna knock out these vehicles really quick because I want to play around with them. Really, is the only reason. All right. So I think what I might do. Well, I'll wait until I can make an airplane. Because I kind of want to use the airplane to attack things. Which may or may not be fun. Well, I mean, it'll be fun. I don't know if it'll be productive. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and I'm going to dump off my ammo here. And I'm going to pick up that. And then the piercing rounds will be used, assuming that the airplane has a turret. I don't know if it will or not. One of those things that will be interesting to find out. So, iron's going well, copper's going well. Oil is doing great. We've got 6.4 thousand oil stored up, which is a great number. We've got electric engines being made. We've got normal engines being made. We've got explosives being made. What else do we need to be getting made? Not much that I'm aware of. Could probably put a gate in somewhere in here just so that I can get out. Go ahead and just put it right there. And yeah, kind of at a loss of what to do until I get caught up on research. This is still running, which is great. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, airplane is researched. So, I think I'm going to keep working on getting logistics network going. So I need robotics for that. And I need something that's got blue signs. It's Pump Jack Mark 3. Where do I get Pump Jack Mark 2? What do I have that takes blue signs here? Anything? Turrets 3, what do you have? Big gun turret. Don't know if I really need you. Masher 2 is interesting. Inserters 183. Extra speed inserter. Electric trains. Interesting. Let's go ahead and stick with my robot line, though. Where'd that go? You're not the robot line. Don't I need robotics? There we go. Just didn't see it. Alright, so that's going. I want to make an airplane. What am I missing? Engine unit. Of course I am. Alright. Sweet. Alright, so can it take off vertically? Is a good question. Let's fill you with the fuel that I'm not using. Alright, so do you just act like... Oh, you're a little glitchy. Oh, so you just act like basically a tank. Except for the fact that you can float over everything. And you're very slow. So next question. Can biters attack you? Oh my god. Turning is very sensitive on this thing. Yeah, you are really slow. It's okay, though. Not the end of the world. Alright, so we have 2 spawners and a bunch of biters, which are aggroing. Oh. They sure can. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay, I died. Okay. So let's go ahead and load our last autosave. Which I think was right before I made the airplane. It was. Okay. So, the airplane is kind of a waste of time. Go with robotics again. And actually, I'm going to put a cut in this video. So when I come back, I'm going to attempt to take out that biter base. I'm probably going to die a few times. So that's something to look forward to. But yeah, until next time, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves out there.